Welcome to the Show Me the Money call. I know we got a lot of people on the line tonight. We have a great call. We have an outstanding call because what we have to share with you is totally amazing. Friends, guests, and Team Effort Network family members, you are in the right place at the right time because this is an amazing time of week that we get to share with you and a warm time of year where we go out of our ways to think of others who are less fortunate than ourselves or just people that we're close to. That being said, again, you are in the right place at the right time. My name is Nikisha Melford. I currently reside in Berkeley, California, and I, like all of my other 10 family members around the globe, have been blessed by this very precious opportunity that you're going to learn more about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you over to someone who is more than capable of navigating you through this amazing expose, if you will, of Team Effort Network, the company, and this incredible business opportunity. Mr. Thaddeus, Mr. T. Moreau is an industry force. He's credited with more than 15 years building organizations in the direct sales industry. He has built teams over 10,000 distributors strong, has broke numerous industry records, and has served as national marketing director for a company with over 60,000 representatives. He's been a consultant with several MLM companies. He's an expert trainer, an amazing coach and leader. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me pleasure and the utmost confidence to say, take it away, Mr. T.
Oh, wow, Keisha, thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. Folks, welcome to the Show Me the Money call. Pull out your pens, pull out your paper, get your popcorn ready. We have an exciting call lined up for tonight, folks. There's so much momentum happening here with 10. Even though it's the holiday season, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, this has been, I guess, one of the most busiest and exciting and momentous times in my career during this holiday time frame. So, you know, we have a lot of people who are still trying to get over eating all that turkey on Thursday, and then we got people ramping up for Christmas time here in about 3-4 weeks. But I tell you, we got a vast majority of people who are just getting with it, signing people up. We got big leaders joining our team and a few more joining the pipeline. And I just want to encourage you all, while you're with your family and friends, make sure to spray them up. Folks, Team Effort International is a 12-year company. We actually celebrated 12 years last month. Our sister division, My Video Talk, has been in existence for over 10 years, close to 500,000 representatives in over 70 countries, folks. Close to 500,000 reps in over 70 countries. I had to repeat that. Just so you know, we're not just some startup or some fly-by-night. Proven, tested, and debt-free. And in February of this year, Mel and Amy decided to launch this exciting new division called Team Effort Network with 4 amazing sprays, now 5. And what I'm going to do now is turn it back to Nikisha, who is doing such a fantastic job out there on the West Coast. We appreciate your leadership. And Nikisha, why don't you come back to the line and break down these 5 amazing sprays for everyone?
Absolutely. I've been sitting here like squirming in my chair because I get so excited about these products because I know what they've done for me. I know what they've done for people in my family, and I know what they've done for my business partners. Let me tell you, Mr. T, 2 of the most appropriate ways to describe what 10 has are, number 1, revolutionary, and number 2, life-changing. And I've said that before, and there's no reason to not say it because it's absolutely true. Intraoral vitamin and nutritional sprays are the superior way to deliver what your body needs on a daily basis. Okay, we can't make claims of medical prevention, treatment, cure of disease or whatnot, but let me tell you, what we have has changed lives, and we know that for a fact. We have testimonies pouring in day after day after day, and we see it with our own eyes. Millions of Americans and billions more people around the globe either have trouble swallowing pills or don't like to swallow pills or both. We're here on the call today to share with you that there is a better way, a superior way to get the nutrition you need to live a better quality life and to thrive. This is the Show Me the Money call, and later you're going to hear how before you is the opportunity to build a healthy, thriving financial portfolio. And I'm here to tell you a bit about this incredible driving force behind the Team Effort Network business opportunity. Okay, now, A lot of people are puzzled when you mention intraoral spray vitamins. And it's actually not a new concept, but here in the U.S., it's virtually unheard of. In Europe, it's not, it's not a new concept. And it is a medically sanctioned delivery method, okay? What it is it's like the most fantastic way for your body to absorb nutrition. Okay, that's exactly what it is. Okay, so what happens is that your cheek, when you spray it into your mouth, your cheek pulls it right in. It goes directly into your glands and it goes right into your bloodstream. Within 5 minutes, you feel the effects, and let me tell you, you feel it a lot faster than that. But that is our stat that we're going to stand on. For instance, when you take pills, you're getting less than 17% absorption. I would call that superior. When you think about it, that's more than 5 times the absorption that you get with our intraoral sprays. It absolutely trumps your health juices and shakes, patches, gel capsules, and even those intramuscular injections. Okay, so you'd be utilizing a delivery method that is far superior to any other. Okay, not only does 10 have the best delivery method for your daily vitamin and nutritional needs, but what's being delivered is of such high quality that there isn't a product on the market that can even get close to having a comparable value. That was done purposefully. Okay, now the parents and grandparents that are out there, there's nothing we wouldn't do for our kids. And I could say the same of Mel and Amy Gill. What they did was they brought these sprays to market, and it was definitely a labor of love. They had a child who was actually vitamin D deficient. And for those of you who have actually gone through, illness and other conditions because of vitamin deficiency, you'll be able to identify with their story. But let me tell you a little bit about these wonderful sprays. I'm going to stop dancing around it, but I had to tell you that. Okay, so vitamin D, we have a product called D Power, and let me tell you, there's a lot of power in it. It contains vitamin D3 and vitamin E. Vitamin E is an amazing antioxidant. I had no idea before I started researching these ingredients, and what I find just in my mind, vitamin D3 is called a sunshine vitamin, but it does a whole lot more than stand up against things that attack our bones. Okay, it does a whole lot. So if you suffer from asthma, autism, let me tell you, it kicks cancer to the curb. When you get your vitamin D levels up to a certain level, cancer can't survive in the same environment. Okay, those cancer cells literally commit suicide. So you have to, you must, it is a must that you get your vitamin D3, not D2, you get your D3 levels up to an acceptable zone. Now, that D3, it's amazing. I tried it myself. I have a testimony based on the D3, but let me tell you something. We also have a product called B Boost. B Boost is phenomenal. It provides an unparalleled value. There's no reason for anybody to ever consume another energy drink. It contains B12. Now, B12 is widely known for energy. Okay, it gives you a lot of energy. But let me tell you, our B Boost product, it has vitamin B3, B6, and B12 as well. And it has, like I said, it has the finest ingredients contained in there. And I actually went from pharmacy to pharmacy one day looking for, a high quality B12 that I was able to dig up on the internet. I studied these products and these ingredients, and I tell you, I could not find a similar B12 in any other product in the pharmacy. I would like to say that I was disappointed, but I wasn't surprised. We have the best. Okay, so B deficiency concerns, cardiovascular health, gene deficiency, type 1 diabetes, neurological disorders, anemia, red blood cell formation, brain, liver, kidney health, osteoporosis, and a whole lot more. The list goes on and on and on. Okay, so our next spray, Super 10. Super 10 is is absolutely amazing. It contains 10 superfruits: aloe vera, maki berry, goji berry, acai berry, astaxanthin, ionic minerals, phosphatidylcholine, phosphatidylserine, green tea extract, and 5-hydroxytryptophan. The value that you get with this spray, again, it's amazing. This spray, it addresses things like inflammation, ADD. It runs the gamut, digestion issues, you name it, swelling. I had a swollen ankle one day, and a business partner just sprayed it right on there. We were talking. A few minutes later, I looked at my ankle, and it wasn't swollen anymore. And it made me giggle because I had never seen such a thing ever. Let me tell you, I know some people who have testimonials with Super 10 that say they don't have trouble with pain. I mean, this product is absolutely amazing, and I'm going to shut up there. I'm not going to say any more about the Super 10. I want you to hear it for yourself. Our next spray, it's absolutely phenomenal. Our Slim by 10 spray. Now, this is a weight loss supplement, and I can tell you that this spray, it's safe for diabetics. Okay, you don't get the jitters. It contains no caffeine. But what it does contain, 5 powerhouse ingredients. Okay, so it contains Garcinia cambogia. It's the number 2, it's the number 2 appetite busting ingredient. But the other thing that it does, it actually keeps the fat from being made. It also contains Carolina fimbriata, which is the number 1 appetite suppressant. It has African mango. African mango helps to clean you out in a discreet way, and it actually works to shrink your waistline. The green tea extract component and the green coffee extract component in this spray, it works to burn off the fat. And I'm giggling because I always think, well, geez, when do you have to, what time does your body have to put on the fat and keep it? You're just constantly burning and blocking the fat when you're on this spray. And you get results just about right away with this spray. From what I've seen with my own eyes, it's just absolutely stunning what this spray does. Our 5th spray, rounding out our group of products, is the Cell Energy. Cell Energy does so much. And I always say that we need a conference call just for every single product that we have because they do so much. The Cell Energy contains the number 1 antioxidant that the body needs. It's very important that we have glutathione in our bodies. It's absolutely imperative because what glutathione does is it works to repair the cells. So it also contains a component called alpha-lipoic acid. Alpha-lipoic acid helps to get glutathione where it needs to be in the body, and they work together to make that happen. And I'm getting way too excited here because there's so much I want to say about this product. But it also contains resveratrol. Resveratrol is it's phenomenal. And all of these ingredients that I'm naming, they're all natural. Okay, that's one of the best things about these products. If you ask me, I'm a firm believer in having a clean, healthy diet. And so when I use these sprays, I have zero guilt. Let me tell you, I don't even give it a second thought. I'm so thankful to God that He provided me with this. And even if you're not of the same belief system, it doesn't matter. We have something in our hands that can change your life. Okay, it can change somebody's life that you know of. Okay, so we all need to be on these sprays. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have it. It happened in our lifetime, and I think we all need to run with it. So, Ms. C, I'm not going to go on and on and on. I could, but of course, I'm going to turn it right back to you because we could go on.
Thank you so much, Nikisha, for that explanation there. And I tell you, I'm getting text already. Everyone loving the information that you just shared. But I tell you, nothing is like proof in the pudding. And you talked about that Super 10, and I spoke to Becky Brown in California. She's getting ready to share her testimony. Folks, all I can tell you is fasten your seatbelts. Becky suffered from a couple of conditions since birth, and these sprays have literally changed her life. Without further ado, I want to turn this call over right now to Miss Becky Brown. from California. Becky, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, take it away.
Okay, to start out with, to address the pain issue that Nikisha referred to just a few minutes ago with the Super 10, I was diagnosed about 3 years ago with a infection that had attacked my spine and was literally eating my vertebrae. It had actually eaten about half of one vertebrae and about a third of a second vertebrae and the disc in between. I spent New Year's Day 3 years ago in surgery all day long. They went in, they had to clean out the infection, they had to diagnose the infection first to get me on the proper antibiotic. Took me back into surgery, and then they constructed a cage around my spine to support my spine where they had to take out the damage. And needless to say, with all the work in there, I suffer from pain, and I had pain anyway to begin with. I've also got arthritis in my spine. I also have arthritis in my joints. So I do know what pain is. And I was on prescription painkillers, and all they were doing was taking the edge off. They would not kill the pain. They would only take off the edge so I could tolerate it. And I was working at a fabric store, and I was on my feet my entire shift. And I was introduced by Nikisha to the product. And the day that my kit arrived, I sprayed the entire regimen, and then I also sprayed the Super 10 where the pain was and rubbed it in. And I worked my entire shift with no pain. That sold me. And then, more recently, at one of our meetings, one of our fellow representatives mentioned that he had vision issues, and he had noticed that his night vision was improving, that he could drive at night. And as I was driving home that night, following that meeting, I was rehashing in my mind what he had said. And I realized I was driving and the oncoming headlights were not bothering me. Now, and I had to drive about 20 miles on the freeway. And the oncoming lights weren't bothering me like they normally do. And then I realized I could actually read the green informational highway sign. And before this, I couldn't do that. I would have to be right on top of it before a lot of times I could even see the sign, let alone trying to read it. And I could read the sign before I got to it. Not that I needed them at that point. But it was the realization that my eyesight had been improving too. And it's all due to these products. I've got to give God the credit for this. And these things are powerful.
Wow. Becky, I mean, you know, and how long have you been suffering from the vision issue?
The vision, I've always had the vision issues ever since I was a kid.
Wow. And how long have you been using the sprays?
Since June.
Wow. Folks, simply life-changing. So you've been, again, we're not making any medical claims or anything like that or saying that these sprays can prevent or cure, but I mean, you just heard it, folks. You've been suffering from vision issues from birth, basically. Used the spray since June, about 5 or 6 months, and eyesight. And we've had several people actually, Becky, come on the line and express how these sprays have helped them, you know, from the eyesight standpoint. So that's simply awesome. But, you know, take us back, your vertebrae, you said, and how long have you been using the sprays before you noticed some improvement on that? You mentioned, was that right away?
Yes, that was that day.
Wow. So this is two calls in a row. We had one of Dr. Reginald, your friend on last Tuesday's call that talked about the Super 10 working, and then Becky, you tonight. Folks, we have some amazing sprays. Do not sleep. Share these sprays with everyone that you know. They can simply be life-changing. Incredible testimony, Becky, and thank you so much. I know you're busy. You came out of the snow and went to the restaurant, dropped your husband off, and jumped on this call in record time. So we appreciate your flexibility and sharing your testimony with us tonight. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yes, folks. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. And one of the ways you can help capitalize, with this opportunity is with our compensation structure. We have over, about 10 ways that you can get paid. I'm just going to highlight a few of them tonight for the sake of time. The first part I like to address is the retail portion. And folks, we got people, like I said, making anywhere from $300 to $10,000 a month. Some people making $500 to $1,000 in their first week retailing these sprays. We got people that by time their diamond pack shows up at their doorstep, folks, it's already accounted for. And I got people saying, Mr. T, my first order hasn't even come yet, and I need to order more. Boy, I tell you, and I've been in this industry for a little while here, as Nikisha referred to earlier. I can't remember having that issue. I mean, you most of the time you're trying to convince people to use their sprays or use the product and stay in the business. Here you got people selling it before it even arrives. And why? Because of testimonies like you heard tonight. Then we have our Fast Start bonuses. You can earn up to $50 for everybody that comes in at a diamond pack. We got team builder bonuses, executive leadership bonuses, weekly team commissions. I tell you, nothing's like getting a phone call saying, Mr. T, Pay Lucius just sent me an email for $150 or $300 or $450. Where did this money come from? Well, it came from your organization duplicating efforts. So in other words, when you bring in two people and they bring in others, so long as you have a 4 and 2 combination of diamond packs, okay, that's 720 in volume on one leg and 360 in volume on the other leg. That combination down to infinity, for every combination of 360 and 720 in volume, you're going to get paid up to $150, folks. And that is paid every 2 weeks. And you can actually earn up to $5,000 a day, $35,000 per week with that part of our compensation plan. And I like the 7 days a week. You got most compensation plans that you can only earn on Monday through Friday. Here, folks, this comp plan does not stop paying you. The comp plan doesn't take a day off, and the volume never flushes so long as you have one active person on your left and one active person on your right. And then we talk about the monthly residual income, folks, and nothing's like seeing that monthly residual walk-away income grow every month. I tell you, I'm looking at my check, and I'm hearing about others, and it's like, Mr. T, my check then went up to $500 or to $1,000 a month, and I could pay for my kids' tuition and for babysitting and to take care of a few extra bills. Folks, you can earn up to $150,000 a month with that part of our compensation plan, and we have people internationally with our sister division blowing that part of our compensation plan. Like I said, we have close to 20 millionaires with a similar compensation plan. But folks, with my video talk, it's a non-consumable product. Imagine what's getting ready to happen here with these amazing sprays and the fact that they're consumable. And then we have the easiest car qualifying program in the country. Folks, you can qualify for a car quicker and easier here than any place in the country. All you need is 50 people. I repeat, 50 people on one leg and 25 people on the other leg, whether you sponsor them or not, and they all have to be paying at least a diamond pack auto ship. If they're paying a little less, they won't get you to the points that you need, and you need 150. So again, 50 people with diamond packs on one leg and 25 on the other. Folks, you qualify for a $600 payment for a BMW, Mercedes, or Tesla of your choice. And I know we got some people who have that car bonus right within their reach, and they have their sight and their goal set on that. And we have a bunch of people trying to hit that status by convention in February, early March. What I want to do now is turn it over to one of our leaders down in Houston, Texas. Him and his wife, the Razzle Dazzle Brazzle, they've been doing a phenomenal job. They've been in this industry, built huge organizations. So privileged to have them a part of our team. And Dr. Reginald, why don't you come to the line and share what's on your heart tonight and help us close this out?
Thank you very much. Thanks again, Mr. T, of course, for your leadership and the other leaders on the phone and the guests and our team members. And I love it with our name, Team Effort Network. I mean, how appropriate. I mean, you just said, which is so amazing. I've been in some previous companies and programs where to get a car, 75 people, you're talking about 75 people, you have to have 750 people to qualify for cars in most programs. And we're talking about only 75 people. That's just amazing. And our goal is to have that key when we walk across the stage, of course, this convention coming up next year. But, what I want to talk about is why. Our why. Why are we on this call? Well, why are we looking at this opportunity for those that are for the first time listening to it? Why are you in this program? And, that's the biggest thing you have to look at yourself and wonder. Is it because you want a piece of the American dream? We all, I believe, have a dream of becoming somebody, somehow, some way, someday. Maybe you just want to be well known in the community or, world famous, or just make a six-figure income, whatever the goal is. Or maybe it may be just to have that dream house on the lake, take a vacation in Europe or around the world, drive a dream car, drive a car that's free, company sponsored, or live in a home where the company is paying your mortgage. These are all the things that people are dying to get over to America for. We hear about it every day, about people crossing the borders and coming over here for a land of opportunity. But if that's so true, why are so many people fail today? The statistics show that Americans are among the wealthiest people in the world, yet 85% of our population is broke at age 65. Less than 1% of our population makes more than $50,000 a year. Now, we've been in this industry for quite a while, over 20-some years. And I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying that it's hard. But I'm going to tell you something. It's well worth it. We build organizations like you hear Mr. T telling you about, thousands of people. And it's just not us. It's our team. We brought in probably about 18 people in that program, and it turned into thousands, and still to this day. This company, this program, this product is going to just blow that out of the water. This is just amazing, the products. You heard the testimonies. You hear the comp plan. We're talking about the first ever dual core binary system. And if you haven't really got that, once you get it, you won't be able to sleep at night. I tell you, I've had some sleepless nights looking at the money that's being made and will be made in this industry with this company. But let's get back to, why this is happening in America. I believe the number one reason for this is fear, which stands for, to me, false evidence appearing real. People are scared to try things. People are just giving up. They stop dreaming. They stop believing in themselves because of situations, what's happened to them in their past or what's happening to them right now. We have people on this phone that an extra $300 a month could keep them out of bankruptcy. We got people on this phone that just have just an extra $1,000. We're talking about they will have an extra $1,000 a month coming in, whether they get out of the bed or they're not, or at this moment they have an extra $1,000 in this business. I've talked to retirees, people that are on Medicare, and average retire or income from Social Security is about $1,200 a month. That's after working 40 years. We're talking about putting a little hard-earned sweat. By the time Christmas or the New Year starts, you can be riding in that BMW, that Tesla, sponsored for by the company. You can have could have generated $500 to $1,000 or more a month, depending on how much time and effort you put into this business. I'm talking about every month, whether you get out of the bed or not. Now, that's what I call a lifestyle. That's what I call early retirement. We have a lot of people that are what I call have financial cancer. Not only the health cancer that we are dealing with and diabetes and all the health issues that we have, we've seen some amazing, and me personally, I've witnessed some amazing testimonies. But, it boils down to is the why, the opportunity. We can help a lot of people, and along the way, we help a lot of people, we can make a lot of money. That's what we got involved with this business for. And I'm quite sure the people that are on this line, that's what you are looking at this business for. And last but least, I'm going to leave you with this, with the timing. Timing is so crucial in a system like ours. This is a perfect time and a perfect business because it's a paradigm shift. How many people on this phone were taking pills and potions and lotions and having to mix up powders and stuff as your vitamins? And if you look at your vitamins, read the other ingredients, and you'll be amazed at what that stuff can do to your system. It may say all natural, but look at other ingredients. Now, but back to our timing. We're talking about probably maybe 3,000 or 4,000 people in this company. 3,000 or 4,000 people. Now, that's not even basement opportunity. That's below basement opportunity. So there are plenty of room for growth. Not only that, but the timing. Think about it. Back in 1908, when Henry Ford launched the Model T, the automobile industry, it was $1 trillion industry. In 1981, IBM launched the PC industry, which was a $1 trillion industry, and in the personal computer industry, which grew so fast that PC sales surpassed U.S. auto sales in only 10 years. Now, what do you think the $1 trillion industry is today? Guess what? Health and wellness. Guess what? We have a product. How many companies have a spray? That's a paradigm shift. So how many companies have the spray that we have? How many companies have the compensation that we have? Think about that real seriously and get aboard, because this company is going to be a household name, and we're going to make sure that we do it. And Mr. T, thanks again for allowing me to share, and I appreciate the people that are on this phone call, and I'll leave you with this. I want everybody on this phone call to join the NBA. And I'm not talking about the National Basketball Association. We're talking about never broke again. Doesn't that sound great? But guess what? After you join the NBA, we move over to the NFL league, not the National Football League, but we're talking about no financial limits. That's even better. So think about that. Put yourself in that position. Think about how that feels right now, just to be able to drive what you want, eat what you want, wear what you want, not based on what your company is paying you by your income. Thank you, Mr. T.
Thank you, Dr. Reginald Razzle Brazzle from Houston, Texas. Thank you for laying it down tonight, sir. Keep up the great work. And I tell you, one thing I can appreciate about you and some of our other leaders as well, we even have people who qualify for cars. They always stay in recruitment. Excuse me, I'm tongue-tied. But they're always in recruitment mode. Always recruiting, always sharing this with people. And folks, that's what I want to encourage all of you to do, is to share this and to continue to share this. Talk to people and talk to more people. $3.99 one time. If you're a new person on this line, that's all it takes to get started. And you can join the journey to join the NBA, the Never Broke Again League. Folks, I have a couple of quick announcements before I let you go tonight. My phone has been going crazy. We have a Super Saturday event this Saturday, December 6th in Indianapolis, Indiana, from 11 to 3 o'clock. going to be hosted by the one and only Pastor Dale Wafer, and I believe Ms. Vicky Soto and Denise Moore will also be co-hosting that. First time we've had a big event like this in Indianapolis. $12 is the cost for representatives, and guests are free. And you can register at www.super10.info. That's super10.info. Folks, if you got anybody in Indy or Ohio, I even hear that Detroit is only about 4 hours away. So if you got people, I know we got people on the line from Detroit, I definitely want to encourage you to be at that event. It's from 11 to 3 o'clock. It is going to be amazing. Also, on December the 8th, that's next Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that will be our corporate kickoff call, and that's going to be an exciting call. So definitely go ahead and put that on your calendar next Monday, December 8th, and there will be corporate communication going out in that regards. Again, folks, Super Saturday, December 6th, Indianapolis. Make sure you invite as many people to that event. Let's support our teammates out there. We have some great speakers, and I'm already hearing a lot of good things about that meeting on Saturday. As well, we have our morning calls, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, every Monday with Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale, our morning motivational calls. If you're a member of our team, make sure you're on those calls, folks. Every time I listen in, I take something away. You hear testimonies and updates, etc. And then we'll have another call like this on Thursday, same time, same place. Want to thank you all. Want to thank all of our guests, all of our brand new people. Be sure to get back with the person that invited you to this call and join the family, and we'll see you all at the top. Good night, folks, and this call is officially over.